Salam, hello, and welcome back to the channel. Man Keisha John Hustam, and today I've got probably the best kept secret in Persian food, and that is the sour cherry. As the name suggests, sour cherries are very sour, very tart, and you need something like sugar or honey to make them edible. If you like tart tasting things, you can eat a sour cherry on its own. Personally, that's not my thing, but some people do that. And if you're unfamiliar with sour cherries, you can actually make so many different things with sour cherries. It really is up to you as to what you want to make with them. There's drinks, there's jams and jellies, various meals, like one of my personal favorites, albulu polo, which is a sour cherry rice dish. So first up, I've got sour cherry jam. And sour cherry jam is made by cooking the sour cherry down, removing the pit, and cooking sour cherries down until a jam starts to form. You'll also get the liquid that rises to the top, which is what this is. You get the sour cherry syrup, which I'll get to in just a second. But with sour cherry jam, you just spread it like with any other jam and you're set to go. So I'm really excited to try my sour cherry jam today. Now, I didn't do any sort of special canning procedure, so this will last me about a week, which is totally fine. Let's get this loaded up with some jam. Ooh, doesn't that look yummy? Oh, I'm so excited to try this out. And it just spreads so nicely and it's nice and thick. So, like I said, one of my favorites. And I just put that right on top of a piece of bread. And either way, it's so delicious, so yummy. You have to try sour cherry jam if you haven't already. It's really good. So good. So as I said, when you make sour cherry jam, the fruit will cook at the bottom of the pot and a liquid will rise to the top. And to make the taste of the sour cherry jam less tart, you'll typically add sugar or honey. I added honey to my jam. And as that liquid rose to the top, I collected it, and that is how I ended up with some sour cherry syrup. This is very, very sweet. So what I like to do is add it to a glass with some water. So what you do is take some of the syrup and just add it to a glass. This is really sweet, like I said. So what you do is add water, and I prefer mine to be less on the sweet side, so I'll just add more water. So since this is very concentrated, I'm gonna add a good amount of water and make it less sweet. That should be good. And what's good about the sour cherry drink is that you can dilute it to your liking. As I said, if you prefer a sweeter drink, just add less water. A less sweet drink, add more water. And I am really excited to try this. This is why I love it. You get the hint of sweetness, and because I added more water, like I said, it's not too sweet, but it's so refreshing. You can also add the syrup to a carbonated water, and that way you kind of get a sour cherry soda. Very good. Very delicious. Love it. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for what I've got next. And what I have here is a small serving of albulu polo, or Persian sour cherry rice. And this is a rice that, of course, has the same sour cherries, just cooked down and added to rice, and it's often served with some type of meat on the side. You can do a sausage, or I've even seen meatballs or a kebab. Here comes the moment of truth. I'm gonna take a good amount of that sour cherry rice mix and pick up one of my sausages. Pick up one of my sausages and let's see how it is. Mmm. Mmm. That is very good. You get a really nice mix of sweet because of the sour cherry and the honey that I added to the sour cherry. And then you get the savory, of course, from the sausage. And it balances out very nicely with the rice. Well, This is really good. And I'm happy that I've got my sour cherry drink to wash it down. This is so refreshing. Now, I'm gonna finish up my abaloo polo, but in the meantime, let me know if you've ever made anything with sour cherries before. Like I said, they are so versatile and can be made into so many different things or added into so many different things. All right, well, thanks for watching and Hoda Fez.